Hello, this is Joe Pryor, the virtual real estate team in Oklahoma City, and what I want to talk about in my investment series today is some of the advantages of owning real estate. Now, I happen to be a realtor, and so, Warren Buffett, among others, have always said invest in what you know. And so more money that my wife and I invest go into real estate than goes into other kinds of investments, of course, because it's what we know. But it's also because some of the advantages that we have in real estate. One of the biggest mistakes I ever made is investing on a rumor, of a company that was going to be supplying parts to Apple in terms of the new watches when they came out. Now, I didn't invest a whole lot of money, but I lost half of it, mainly because I took a risk. I didn't want to put all my money into that, like put everything on 16 on Vegas, and you're either going bust or you're going rich. But, it was one of the things that, every once in a while we do. But the thing about real estate that I love is there's so many different ways to evaluate real estate. In other words, finding the value of real estate, not just merely from the terms that I talked about, like cash on cash and cap rate and IRR, but also appraisals, that tax rates, the equitable distribution of taxes. We can figure out the value of these properties very easily. It's a bricks and mortar thing too. It's tangible. It's not betting on an idea. It's betting on something that's real. You can touch it. You can go by. You can visit it. So I like tangible investments, and a lot of people do too. And it's also a one-on-one investment. I know if you do a mutual fund, for instance, you're getting a basket of funds. Not a bad idea, but it's not a one-on-one relationship, and you have to depend on a third party to do the right thing. This is a one-on-one relationship in terms of what you owe. Now, there's something else I really love about investing in real estate, and that is a depreciation schedule. So let's take a $150,000 house, which I like to use, and let's give the value of the land at $30,000. That means the improvements that you have, the house itself, is $120,000. And this is the way the IRS looks at it. So land is never depreciated. Land is always land. But what the IRS says is that the typical lifespan for tax purposes is 27.5 years on that $120,000. Well, if you divide it out by 27.5 and divide by 12, you're over $400 a month in terms of a depreciation. Now, this is not counting improvements or repairs that you're doing, which are also going to be depreciated. So let's say you're making $350 a month on that in terms of positive cash flow after everything on that $150,000 house. Now, to the IRS, you've just taken a loss, not a gain, a loss. And that loss can carry forward. And so you don't lose it. And so you keep going with that over the course of time that you own that property. And so it becomes pure cash flow. And I don't know of any other investment that I can recommend to you that works on that basis. And so the other thing, and I'll get into this later, is with the 1031 tax deferred exchange, you can keep this thing going literally until you die, which is, I guess, the ultimate tax break. So what I love about real estate is that it supplies me with a tremendous amount of cash flow. Now, I'm older, I've done this for a while, and so I've been able, with my wife, to build up a good amount of properties. We can pay all our bills, and we're going to get into that in a later video about what your plan is going to be. Matter of fact, why don't we do that in the next video? Let's talk about creating a plan for investing in real estate. This is Joe Pryor of the virtual real estate team in Oklahoma City, where we deliver traditional real estate values at the speed of technology.